What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you guys all know, the forex market is closed on Friday and open on Sunday night. As for me in South Africa, the forex market is open at 12 midnight, so my time is actually 11:50 p.m., just about 10 minutes before the forex market is open. But before the forex market is open, I always like to go through the top currency pairs which I'm going to be trading for the entire week. So on this video, I want to be able to take you guys on the thought process, exactly what goes on in my mind, how I'm able to analyze my trade, how I'm able to keep things very simple, because sometimes when it comes to trading, you just have to obey what they call the KEYS strategy. Keep it simply stupid, all right? Because for me, sometimes complication, I don't complicate my chart, I don't complicate my trading. Very simple. So you might see me making a lot of money in forex trading and you think maybe I sit there the whole day and I'm doing, no. I keep it very simple, and today I want to be able to take you guys on that process. I want to be able to walk you guys throughout the whole process of me analyzing my trade, executing my trade, how I'm able to make the decision to buy or to sell, which currency pair to buy, which currency pair to sell, how long to stay in the trade, my target, my sniper entries, everything. I'm going to walk you guys through this short video so that we can be able to pick those top currency pairs, analyze the currency pairs together, and plan for the week ahead. All right, so without taking much of your time, guys, if you want to see more live analysis and live trade like this, make sure you smash the like button on the video. The number of likes is going to tell me if you guys want more live analysis like this. Anytime I check on the comment section, you guys, every video I post, you guys always ask, do live analysis, live trading. In short, I've been doing live trading. You guys have seen a couple of my live tradings on my live accounts, and today is still going to be analysis on live trades that I'm going to be taking on the upcoming week. So make sure you smash the like button on the video, and if this is your first time watching my content, you already know what to do. Make sure you smash the subscribe button on the video. So without taking much of your time, let's dive into my MT5 so that we can be able to see what I have for the week. So if you can see on my MT5, you can see how organized. Like I said, I always like to keep everything very simple. I don't complicate things. Starting from my MT5, I don't use complicated softwares, going to trading views, putting chart, putting Bollinger Band strategies. No, I'm not here to intimidate you. I don't want to intimidate you with my chart. That is not the goal. The main goal is for you to be able to make money in forex, not to use intimidated tools. The RSI one is telling you to buy, one is telling you to sell, another one is telling you to take profit, another one is telling you to stay out of the market. At the end of the day, you're confused. No, keep it simple. Keep it very, very, very simple. That is why you can see my MT5. I do all my analysis. I know how to use TradingView. I know how to use all those other softwares, but everything boils down to this particular software, MetaTrader 5. I do all my analysis here. I place all my trades here. You guys have seen it even on all my live trading. So on my MT5, you can see that is my interface. That is my profile. I have hundreds and hundreds of profile. For the students in Godlove University, I've already taught you guys how to be able to set your profiles to look like this. You can see today, what am I doing? I'm doing price action. That is why you can see the profile I'm using is called price action main profile. All right, so that is why you have it there. It shows there very clearly price action, because all these trades, remember, I have different strategies that I use in trading forex. So I have fundamental strategies, technical strategies, price action strategies, and robotic strategies. So the strategies we're going to be talking about on this video are strictly price action or technical strategies. All right, price action or technical strategies, where we're going to be using everything we need is going to be on our chart. So don't get confused, guys. The strategies we're going to be talking today are price action strategies or technical strategies. Then maybe on another video we'll talk about other strategies. Good. So you can see that is the organization. Those are all my pairs. You can see I have all the Great Britain pound. I've done a couple of videos explaining this. So the first currency pair on my list is Great Britain pound USD. All right, Great Britain pound USD. What I always like to do is I always like to start on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you guys can see the market has been in a downtrend for more than since January. I think since the beginning of this year, since January 2022, Great Britain pound USD has been in a typical downtrend. But if we have to go down to the 4-hour time frame, because I always like to start on a daily time frame to have a greater view of what the market is doing and to also come out with my levels, because when I'm trading price action, what I use is what I call my liquidity zones or my liquidity levels. Liquidity levels are my demand and supply levels, or my support and resistance levels. Here you can see all these black lines represent levels which I know very well the market has a high probability of turning in that particular, or there's an activity that can be performed, or there's an activity that normally happens at that particular level. So you can see on the daily time frame, these are all my levels, meaning if the market has to break, this is the current market price here. If the market has to break this level, this is the level I'm going to be targeting. If it has to break this level, this is the level I'm going to be targeting. So I come out with all my levels on the daily time frame, then I go down to the 4-hour time frame and my trades are executed on the 4-hour time frame, because these are swing positions. I'm not talking about a 5-minute candle. All these positions we're going to be talking today are swing positions. These are positions that some of them can even be open for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days, or even for the entire weeks. They are all swing positions, all right? They are all positions that we call the set and forget. These are all positions when you've already analyzed the chart and placed a trade. You go and play PS, you go and play soccer, you go and play basketball. You have time for yourself. You can travel. You have time to do other things, to live a balanced life. So those are the kind of setups I'm going to show you today. Not that you need to be, so long as you already place a trade, you let the market do a thing. Perfect. So I've already shown you guys what the bigger picture on the daily time frame. Let's move down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see we have this. If you can check this particular downtrend, we have this clear, the market was bouncing here on a clear downtrend, but the trend got broken somewhere here. You can see here the market was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, but the first higher lows, the market break this line, the first higher lows was from here. So that's why you can see this channel. The market on the 4-hour time frame is beginning to show us that the uptrend is very imminent. Not here, the upper trend has not yet occurred, but the uptrend direction is very imminent. That means it might come anytime soon. So what am I going to do? As soon as the market opens in about 5 minutes, what am I going to do? I'm going to wait for the market. If the market can pull back somewhere here, let me just zoom out so that we can see. Let me zoom out this. Good. If the market can pull out, let me bring my tool. You can see this is the current market price. If the market can just pull down a little bit to this particular trend line, then I'll be ready. I'll be looking for any signal, maybe a bullish engulfing candle, or maybe a morning star, or any candlestick reversal pattern that will show me an entry point at that level. So, but I'll be looking for a reversal signal at this point, and if I get any reversal signal at that point, I'll be buying at this particular level, and that is my target right up there. So let me zoom in again so that we can see this. So can you see this? Can you see this? So if the market, why do I wait for the market to pull back a little bit, right down to my support before I can buy? So why do I wait for the market to pull back to my support line, as I'm waiting for the market to pull back a little bit to this particular support line before I buy? The reason being that I want to be able to enter into the market at what I call sniper entries, all right? Those are the kind of entries I call sniper entries, because when you enter in the market with sniper entries, you risk a little bit to aim high. You can risk maybe 10 pips to aim maybe 50 pips. You can risk maybe 50 pips to aim maybe 200 pips. So when you enter at sniper entries, you have what we call high risk to reward. So in that situation, if I have 4 trades, if I have 5 trades, and I have just 2 winners, at the end of the day, I will still be making money. If I have 6 trades with a good risk to reward, and I have just 2 winners, out of 6, and the rest are all losers, I will still be making money at the end of the day. Why? Because of the concept of risk to reward. And how do I benefit from that? By looking for sniper entries. So as soon as the market pulls back here, if the market pulls back here, I'll be getting in here. My stop loss will go somewhere here at around at around 50 pips, and I'll be aiming about 150 pips. That is a risk to reward of about 1:3. About 1:3, I'm risking 50 pips to go for 150 pips. So that is that about Great Britain Pound USD. And if it continues pulling up and it doesn't come down, remember, I always analyze both scenarios. What if the market doesn't pull back what if the market opens and the price doesn't pull back to my support and it continues going up? What will happen? I can see here, you can see this black line. This has been a potential resistance line since from the 29th of April. So if the market continues going up and break this area, I'll wait for what they call the break and retest. So I'll obviously wait for the market to break this area, somewhere here, to break this black line, come here. Then I'll still expect something to happen like this, where the market come back to this particular black line, and boom, I'll be able to buy at this particular black line. By the time the market is coming back to this particular black line, what will happen? It will form what we call a point of confluence. A point of confluence with this particular support line, and I will still be entering at a sniper entries. So that is that about Great Britain Pound USD. Everything is already planned, and so long as the market is open, I don't care what direction the market is going to take, because I've already planned on what is going to happen if the market happens and it has to go up or go down. So that is that about Great Britain Pound, guys. Let's go to the next currency pair, which is Euro USD. Euro USD, you can see on my chart, the market just opened about 5 seconds, about 1 minute ago, because this is actually 12 midnight. The market normally opens in South Africa 12 midnight. So good. For Euro USD, if I go on the daily time frame, this market has been in a downtrend since January as well. Since January 22, Euro USD has been in a downtrend, and it's still in a downtrend. So what am I expecting to do? Even on the 4-hour time frame, the market is actually testing the resistance. It's actually testing the resistance on the 4-hour time frame. So this is what I'm planning to do. If the market has to pull up a little bit to this particular support, what will happen? I will be selling at that point in time. And if I'm selling at this point in time, what am I still doing again? I'm looking for sniper entries. I'm just looking for the market to pull back a little bit to this particular line, and I'll be able to enter. I risk about 50 pips again or 60 pips, because I always like to give the market room to breathe. Don't suffocate your trade. I always like to give the market room to breathe. Don't just buy here. Don't just say, okay, because I say, you just say, and your stop loss is just a little bit, you just somewhere, a few pips there. The market will just fluctuate a little bit, trigger you out, then continue in your direction. So always give the market room to breathe. So if I enter here, my stop loss is going to go here at around maybe 60 pips, and I'm going to be targeting. Remember, you can see this is the next trend line right down here. So if I'm selling at support, if I'm selling at support, my take profit is going at resistance. So if I'm selling somewhere here and I'm risking about 60 pips, my stop loss is going at around 200, and my take profit is going at around 250 pips. So I'm risking 50 pips to go for 250, and some of these trades can take even more than a week. All right. So how will I be able to come out? This kind of trades where I'm risking 50 pips to go for 250 pips. I always do what I call trailing. I always trail my stop. Meaning, so long as the trade goes in my way, if I'm targeting 250 pips and my stop loss is maybe 50 pips, so long as the market goes in my favor for what I call 2 arrow. 2 arrow is 2 times my risks. So long as the market goes in my favor for 2 times my risks, I'm going to bring my stop loss from this level to break even. You see, so I'm going to trade my stop loss to break even. As soon as the market goes down again for another 2x, I'm going to trade my stop loss again, and as I'm standing now at plus 100 pips profit. So that even if the market has to turn and go against me, I've already blocked in some profit. So you see the distance where I'm standing away from the current market price. I'm giving enough room. Remember, I enter somewhere here, and the moment I'm even trailing my stop is when the market has already gone in my favor for 2x. That is 2 times my stop loss for 100 pips. Meaning by the time I'm removing my stop loss here to put here, the market has already gone in my favor for 100 pips. Meaning there's room for the market to still fluctuate and go against me without triggering my stop loss and taking me out of the trade. Always give your trade room to breathe. So that is that about that, guys. And if the market continues, if the market come here and doesn't give me a reversal sign, like maybe an evening star or a kangaroo tail or a bearish engulfing candle at this particular, a bearish engulfing candle, and continues going up, then what will I do? I'll just wait for this. This always happens. If the market comes here and break this, I'll just wait. The market will do this, come back again. Most of the time, the market will do that, come back again. You see, it comes back, test this particular line. That is what we call the break and retest. As soon as it tests that line, what will happen? Buyers will come in again and the market shoot at that level. So if the market doesn't come here and give me a sign to sell directly here and pierce this line and continue going up, then I'll wait for a retest to continue with the uptrend. It will show me that, okay, the market is actually changing from a downtrend to an uptrend. So that is that about Great Britain Pound USD. That is the plan I have for Great Britain Pound USD, whether the market has to go up or go down. I already have everything planned. So you see how when you do this, you trade without any stress. That means you already predefine your risks. You already predefine your entries, where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out. Everything, not that you instead get into the trade before you are trying to fumble to say, okay, where is this one going? No, you plan everything. Let's go into gold. Gold is now the mega swing position which have been waiting for almost 2 months. You can see since from August 2021. Guys, can you see this? Since from August 2021, gold has been respecting this trend. You can see gold has been in an uptrend since August 2021. And as soon as, this was around February this year, and I was waiting for the market to get to this particular level. And when the market got to this particular level, you can see this level was actually broken. But now, after a couple of times, supply came in, the sellers came in, they pushed the market right down to that particular support area, that mega support area that I've been talking about. You can see the market tests here, and the market is back at that particular level. All right, so this is what I call a mega swing position, a kind of a swing position where you can be in that particular trade for even a month, for even 2 weeks. Because if I'm entering somewhere here, my take profit is right up here at around 800 pips. My take profit is going at the next resistance up here, which is about 800 pips. So how can you get into this trade? Because it's a little bit late already. You can see we had this big push up of almost about 280 pips already. So how can you get into this trade? Let me go down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see this is the push that I'm talking about, which I saw on the daily time frame. So what can you do? If fortunately the market has to push down, let me push this. If fortunately, just fortunately, the market has to come back again to test this line, what are we going to be looking for? We'll be looking for sniper entries. If the market has to come there, we'll be entering somewhere here with a lot of confidence. We'll be entering at this particular support line, at this particular support zone. I always treat support and resistance as a zone, not as a line, because the price, you can see, if I'm calling it a line, it means the market break this particular support line. But as a zone, I know the market has the ability to still come here and fluctuate without breaking that particular zone. Because as a zone, I'm going to be able to filter out what we call false breakout. So always treat support and resistance as a zone, not as a line. So as soon as the market push back to this particular support, boom, I'm going to be coming in somewhere here. I just buy somewhere here. My stop loss will go somewhere here at 250 pips. Remember, I'm targeting about 800 pips. My stop loss will go somewhere at 250 pips. You can see I'm giving the market enough room to breathe because I got in at what I call the sniper entries. As soon as I got my entry here, my stop loss is going at about 250 pips. What is going to be my target? My target is going right up here at about 1,000 pips. So my target is going at 1,000 pips. I'm risking 250 pips to go for 1,000 pips. That is a risk to reward of 1:4. 1:4. And even if the market doesn't reach that 1,000 pips, I'm still going to be able to come out with the risk to reward of at least 1:2 or 1:3. Because as soon as the market starts going in my favor, if I actually buy here and as soon as the market starts going in my favor, normally the Forex market always does this. The market will go up. You see again, it comes down. I'm going to show you how I'm going to trade my stop if the market goes in my favor, right? So the market always does this all the time. Come down again. You see the market goes up. Even though we're heading to our target, the market won't just go like a slingshot. Boom, hit our target. No, the market does that. So as soon as the market starts going in my favor, I'll be waiting for a pullback. Anytime I see a pullback in the market and I know the buyers have to take control again, what will I do? I'll remove my stop loss from wheresoever it is and I put on that particular swing low. The market will go in my favor. By the time I have a pullback again, and the market is forming another higher low, I'll push my stop loss from here and I put there. You see, so it's like a ladder. I'm going up. As soon as the market is going up, I'm going up. The market is forming higher highs because see, the market is forming higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So I'm only trailing my stop behind all the higher lows, until even if the market has, from here at this point in time, the market has to just change. Maybe there's a news or something and the market just go like this, boom. You see, the market will be able to stop me out somewhere. The market will be able to stop me out at this point in time, because I was trailing my stop behind what? Behind all the swing lows. So you see, that is the plan. That is how, even if I'm targeting 3,000 pips, or I'm targeting 2,000 pips, or I'm targeting 1,000 pips, it doesn't mean I'm just going to stay and don't do anything until the market. No, I'm still going to be able to trade my stops. And remember, we are using the 4-hour and the 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame, meaning before we ever have a swing low, it's going to be maybe sometimes a day before you even check your chart. So you're going to have ample amount of time to be trailing your stop. You put your stop here, you put your stop here, as soon as you're having other swing lows, you're putting your stop. So that's how I normally train my stop if I'm in an uptrend. And if I'm in a downtrend, I do the same thing. Okay, a downtrend like this one, you can see the market was bouncing here, so my stop loss will obviously go here. Let's just assume I sold somewhere here, right? Let's just assume I sold somewhere, let me bring this one here. Let's assume I sold somewhere here. Immediately I have this major swing high. What will I do? I'll put my stop loss just here. The market will go down again, give me another swing high. I'll put my stop loss here. The market goes down again, give me another swing high. I put my stop here, put my stop here, put my stop here. Until at this point in time, what happened? The market stopped me out somewhere there. Because the market came again and boom, stopped me out at that point in time. At this point in time, how many pips did I bang? I was able to bang in 817 pips. So that is how I manage my trade when I'm in a swing position or when I'm in a long-term position. So guys, are you understanding this? That is very, 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 very simple to understand. So that is that, guys. That is what I'm planning when it comes to gold. So even if gold doesn't pull back, to this area to give me that sniper entry and it continues going up, then I'll just wait for a pullback. As soon as there's any major pullback, I'll enter at that particular pullback. That pullback will give me my sniper entry. When I enter on that sniper entry, I'll be good to go. I'll be able to manage my trade and I'll have a risk to reward of at least 1:3. Let's go to Great Britain Pound JPY. This is a position which I was also trading last week. You can see some position are still stuck here. That is why, let me just remove it so that we can see trade levels. Okay, that is already clear because I actually had some trades there. So this is Great Britain Pound JPY. And if I go on the daily time frame, you can see it's a very clear uptrend. And the same analysis will be done on Great Britain Pound JPY. I don't want to take much time on this. So what am I waiting on Great Britain Pound JPY? Unfortunately, the market has to pull back to this particular support. It's going to give me sniper entry. So I'm going to enter on this particular support. My stop loss is going to be almost about 80 pips. And I'm going to be going for almost, I think the stop loss should be somewhere here, which is about 120 pips, and I'm going to be going for almost about, up here is almost about 600 pips. That is the risk to reward of about 1:5, 1:6. It's very, very possible. 1:6 risk to reward, and I have 10 trade. I just need to have 2 right, just 2 trade right out of 10 trade, and I'm still making money in the Forex market. So that is that about this one. And if it doesn't pull back to this level and continues going up, then you can see we have one major area somewhere. So if it pulls up and pulls back down, I'll be able to enter because there's high probability Great Britain Pound JPY is already in an uptrend. And remember, I always trade in the direction of the trend. That is why if you can see, starting from the first analysis that I did to this particular one, if the market is in an uptrend, I only look for buy trade. If the market is in a downtrend, I only look for sell trade. You see, not that here I'm going to be looking for another sell trade when I know clearly the market is in an uptrend. You see, so always trade in the direction of the trend. Don't try to catch a falling knife. If a knife is falling, don't try to catch that knife because it's going to wound you. It's the same thing in trading. Don't try to catch a falling knife by trying to trade against the trend. If the trend is a downtrend, like let's just take for example what we've already analyzed, like Great Britain Pound USD. This is a clear uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. What am I looking? I'm only looking for a buy trade. That's why all the analysis we did here was always centered around one direction, buy, one direction. We are already biased, and the bias is a buy trade unless otherwise the trend is broken again. Perfect. Now that is that about that. Let's go to Great Britain Pound NZD. If you have big, let me not swear here, I wanted to say big boss, but if you are somebody who is having a big heart, right? If you are having a big heart, then you can trade Great Britain Pound JPY, because Great Britain Pound JPY is very volatile. It produces a lot of whipsaws. So if you are not very careful, and the spread on Great Britain Pound NZD are very, very high, but nonetheless, this is a very good currency pair for swing trading. This one is simple. You can see the market is bouncing on support. The market is bouncing on support and resistance, and it's making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. The market already bring higher heights here. And what am I waiting? I'm waiting for another higher low to be bring somewhere here. So if the market can pull back here, it will give me my snapper entries. I'm going to enter there and I shoot up. I'll enter here. My stop loss will go somewhere here at around 100 pips, and I'm going to be going for 300 pips. Risk to reward of 1:3. All my trade, there is none of my trade that has a risk to reward of at least 1:3. Good. Let's continue. Let's go to the next currency pair, or the last currency pair on our list, which is CAD JPY. Very nice trade, even for fundamental trading. I always use CAD JPY because there's not enough noise when it comes to CAD JPY. On the daily time frame, you guys have already seen the trend has already changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. This is a clear downtrend. So CAD JPY is in a downtrend. So I'm only going to be looking for sell trade. Good. I go down to my 4-hour time frame, and you can see where the market is. So I have just one option. I'm going to wait again for the market to give me snapper entries. I'm going to wait again for the market to pull back here, and I'll look for a sell signal. If the market can pull back here, if the market can pull back here, and I have a reversal signal, that is where I'm going to be selling. Why? I'm only trading in the direction of the trend. I already know this is a downtrend. The market is in a downtrend, and I'm only going to be trading in the direction of the sellers. I'm only going to be trading in the direction of supply. All right. So that is that about that one. Because if I have to sell here, my target is going to, my stop loss is going to go up here at around 70 pips, and my take profit is going to go down here at around 280 pips. That is still a risk to reward of about what? About 1:3.5. About 1:3.5. And it's a very good trade. I know it is going to happen. 90 or 80% probability chances, most of the times, is going to reverse here, give me my snapper entry, and I'm going to enter at this point in time. And if it doesn't come back, if it doesn't go back to give me my snapper entry and continue going down, and what will I do? I'll just wait again for a major pullback for the market to form what? A lower highs, and I'll enter at that particular point in time and go and trade with the trend and trade down with the trend. So that is that. I already have two chances. I already have two directional bias in mind. If the market is open, if it wants to continue going up, I have a plan. If it wants to continue going down, I have a plan. So that is that. That is how I analyze my currency pairs. Those are the 5 major currency pairs, or the 6. Those are the 6 major currency pairs which I actually have in mind, which I'm going to be trading from tomorrow. I'm going to be monitoring from tomorrow. Then as the week unfolds, I'm also going to be coming from time to time to check other currency pairs to see which currency pair have some opportunities to present. Then remember, these are all swing positions. Set and forget. So long as I've already said this, I forget about it. I always come sometime, maybe at the end of the day, or maybe I have a specific time, like maybe 11 a.m. or 11 or 12 a.m. or 1 p.m. every day to come and check all those positions. Maybe the ones that are going in my favor, I trade the stops and do that. Then most of the time, if I want to scalp, and for once, I never tried to turn a swing position into a scalp position, or try to turn a scalp position into a swing position. If I want to scalp, as soon as I come to my MT5, what will I do? You can see, I just come here and I change a profile to scalping profile. I change the profile and I put on the profile for scalping. The currency pairs will be able to change and bring in the currency pairs that I've already planned for scalping. I scalp for that day. If I want to do robotic trading, you can see I come here, I have Paytrex. This is Paytrex Pro. All my robots are already programmed. I open the profile for Paytrex Pro. I scalp for that day. So I'm always busy, I'm trading, but not with the same strategy. At least I'm very dynamic, I'm very flexible. And no strategies that can give me that can give me freedom, give me time to be able to think out, to be able to plan other strategies, to be able to work on lessons in Godlove University, to be able to mentor, to be able to tutor, to be able to do YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that is that about my thought process, guys. You guys have seen exactly what goes on in my mind, how I place my trade, and these are all swing positions. I've just shown you guys 6 different positions, right? And out of those 6 different trades which I've shown you guys, if you have to take all those 6 trades and just 2, let's just assume you have 4 which are all losers. 4 are all losers, and you have just 2 winners. You will still be making money. Because our risk to reward, all the trades have risk to reward from 1:3 and above. If you just have just 2 trades, right? Let me give you guys an example, right? Let's just say loss. Let's just assume we are risking 50 pips, right? And we lost 4 trades. That means we're going to lose 200 pips. You see, we're going to lose 200 pips. Then we are using, then on the win side, we have just 2 winners. Those 2 winners, and we have a risk to reward of at least 1:3. Meaning 1:3, meaning if it goes our way, we'll make 3 times our risk. We'll make 150 pips, right? So times the 2 trades, that's 150 times 2, which is equal to what? 300 pips. So we've made 300 pips and we've lost 200 pips. What is our profit? Our profit is 100 pips. With 100 pips in Forex trading, you can be a millionaire. You can make millions. It just depends on the account size you are using. So you see, in Forex trading, it's very clear that you're going to lose at a point in time. It's very clear that you're going to lose some trade. But how big are your winners going to be? How is your risk to reward? That is what they call trading psychology. And that is why I used to say a trading strategy is just about 10% of what you need. Every other thing comes into trading psychology, discipline, knowing what is happening and all of that. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching at this point in time. If this is your first time watching my content, then make sure you click here to subscribe to the channel. And also follow the next video. Click on this video that also explains more about the thought process, about my trading, everything. So click on this video, and if you want to be able to join my inner circle, join my students, then check the link on the video description to be able to enroll in Godlove University and also have access to my private Discord community. Discord link is also on the video description. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.